Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. So we will start with our next chapter, that is our chapter 2, inverse trigonometric functions. So you have a bit idea of inverse trigonometric functions because I had given you some formulas in differentiability, and in continuity and differentiability some topics or some questions related to that we have solved, but still we will go with some basic concept of this, like what is inverse trigonometric functions and how it has come upon. So let's see. Before this topic, you all should be perfect with your trigonometric ratios, your functions. Yes, you had that table for your 0 degree, your 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree. That table you should remember, and you should write it down once again. Please write it down, your table. See, in your trigonometric functions, how it was, x is equal to sine theta. Yes, x is equal to sine theta means like where your theta would be your 30 degree or 60 degree or 45 degree, whatever it would be, how it will be sine of 30 degree. You used to find the value of this. Yes, sine 30 value was what? It was 1 by 2. If x is equal to sine 60, sine 60 value was root 3 by 2. Then same sine 45, sine 45 was 1 by root 2. So here see, this was your theta and you would find the value of your x. This theta was what? Your domain, right? This was your domain, and this value is what you would get, that we would tell as range. Yes, R for result. Range means results what you are getting. This domain, theta was playing your domain. Now in your inverse trigonometric, it just reverse it. See here, your x is equal to sine 60. Okay, sine 60 it is. So you have to find sine 60 value, what sine 60 value is, and you have to find your x value. So here you are going means you will get sine inverse of x. No, just a second. See here, you take like this. See here, sine x is equal to 60 degree. Okay, sine x is equal to 60 degree. So here it is like this, sine x is equal to 60 degree. So to find here how you become x is equal to, your sine goes here, so it becomes sine inverse 60 degree. Okay, it becomes your sine inverse 60 degree. Now what happens, this degree, okay, this result or anything, here it will be reverse. The results, what we call here range in the above, that becomes your domain, and your values what we get, that it is called as range, means opposite it becomes. Okay, so like this your question will be changed. Now for example, now see here, sine inverse 1 by 2. Okay, so you have to tell sine inverse 1 by 2 in which angle it comes. You should remember that. So you tell here theta. So it is theta degree. So here you see this theta, now it changes to range, and this result, it changes to your domain. Okay, it changes to your domain. So just that you have to find here inverse part. How inverse part it will be means the angles in which it is, you have to do that. Whatever you studied in your trigonometric, reverse of that will be your inverse. So your same. Now you have sine 60 degrees, how much? Root 3 by 2. When inverse goes here, what it becomes? I mean sine goes here, it becomes inverse, right? So what it will be, 60 degree is equal to sine inverse root 3 by 2. Your question, how they'll ask, what is the value of sine inverse root 3 by 2? Okay, the question will be like this, and you should tell 60 degree. So fill reverse of that, it will be your inverse trigonometric. For short, see here, in your trigonometric, in short you can see in trigonometric, your domain was degree or angle, that is theta, right? Degree or angle, theta, which we used to find out, which we used to be having, and range is the value which we get for that particular theta. Same opposite of this in inverse, domain will be values what you know already, you have to find of that thetas. Okay, degrees or angles you call. Just this is your trigonometric and this is your inverse, and inverse how you denoted, sine inverse, and here x theta whatever, then you have here it should be, okay, minus 1 cos raised to here minus 1. So we call this as cos inverse. You should tell also like this, cos inverse. You should read it the same way. Sine inverse, even tan inverse. Okay, you tell it like this way, and after n on, I mean like above n, you have to raise it. So this is the table you should know about, you should study about. Say you have here sine inverse x, so its domain is from minus between the numbers -1 to 1 and 1, also -1 and 1. This is called as closed, right? Yes, this interval is called as closed, right? Closed means your -1 and 1 also is included. See, in this domain is not much needed for your problematic. We need range paths only, because this range path is basically called as principal values. Means here your we get the values only. Domain is, as we have said you, the numbers or values, and your range for your inverse path, here I have taken y is equal to sine inverse x. Yes, so your range will be a particular angles, right? So we will be needing this, because whatever values we get, we have to check whether it is lying in this particular range or no. So this range also is closed interval -pi by 2, pi by 2. So all the values lying between -pi by 2, pi by 2 even includes -pi by 2 and pi by 2. Cos inverse x domain, same closed interval -1 to 1, and its range is closed interval 0 to pi, means values between 0 to pi and plus 0 and pi included. Tan inverse x domain is R means what? Real numbers, everything which includes your natural, your whole, your integers, everything. And the range is here open interval. This is called as open interval, right? This is your open interval, values between -pi by 2 to pi by 2, but not at -pi by 2 and pi by 2. See, a closed interval, what we do, even we consider this numbers. Now you have -1, 1, we see the values between them, -1, 1, you have 0, so we find the value between 0, even we can find for 1 and -1, that means you are closed. Open means we can only find the values between this, but not for -pi by 2, and means not at -pi by 2 or pi by 2. This is only difference between a closed and open. This is all you have studied in your PUC first year. Cot inverse domain is same, range is open interval 0 pi by 2. See, sine and cos what it is, same, tan and cot it is, but the intervals are open and domain is all real numbers. Cosec inverse, see, range is real numbers except, means deleting the part of -1 to 1, between this, lying between this and at -1 and 1, except this part, cosec inverse. And even range is, it is -pi by 2, pi by 2, but except at 0. So cosec inverse it can never be 0. Sec inverse same, range except at this part, that is open interval -1 to 1, and your range is 0 to pi and between them except at pi by 2. So sec inverse can never be pi by 2. Okay, so this you have to remember it, because it is helpful to solve your problems. So this all range part, whatever they have given, this all we call it as a principal value. If they give you for sine inverse any question and they tell you to find principal value, means this range, in this particular range, that angle what you get, it should lie between this. Okay, so this all only it is called as principal values. For a sine inverse, principal value is -pi by 2 to pi by 2, cos inverse is this. So as I said you, this is your principal values. This table you have to remember, because this is very much important. Your domain also, if you don't remember, like it's okay, but range factors is very much important. This only helps in your problematic part, so you have to remember this. See, your pi by 2 means what? 90 degree, right? Pi by 2 means, pi means in it is radian form, right? And degree, how it will be? 90 degree. So if you don't understand pi by 2, it means what? 90 degree. Convert it 90 degree means you will understand this is -90 to +90, lying between them, and including -90 and +90 also, because close interval. Just remember this table. Okay, it's very important. And I have given few points like what is principal value, I have just said you, the value of an inverse trigonometric functions which lies in the range of principal branch is called principal value. This this also you can tell principal branch only you can call principal branch, okay, is called principal value of inverse trigonometric functions. And a note I have given you, see here, sine inverse x, okay, this should be written like this. I have said you how you have to write sine and raise here inverse. It should not be considered as sine x of whole inverse, because sine of whole inverse means what? 1 by sine x. 1 by sine x is totally different from your sine inverse x, okay. Please don't get confused with that. Not only for sine, I am telling for everything, for every other trigonometric functions too. Just please pause the video to note it down. Then one more point I have given, whenever no branch of an inverse trigonometric functions is mentioned, we mean the principal value branch of that function, okay. This you can take principal value, and I guess principal value is actually correct only, so no need of cutting it off. Principal value it is, okay. Just pause it to note it down. And you have some formulas which you should know regardless for your problematic part. You have studied it, but still I am telling you again and again, your table of your sine 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, you should be perfect in that. You have to once again revise this. You had in your 10th, even you had in your first PUC, same now. And even your some identities like sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1, and your complementary angles, sine of 90 degree minus theta, cos of 90 degree minus theta, that all complementary angles, even that all. Please you write it in your notes. If you can't remember, once again write it in your notes or make one separate formula book. I think you haven't made a formula book in your PUC first year. If it's not, that means make it now, so that all the formulas of whichever topics it is, it can be in one book only. You can take small size, small 100 pages, in that you can make all the formulas, you can write it. So whenever you are doing mathematics, you can keep aside that formula book. But for this, please by heart it. Some formulas I'll see you I have given you, still just go through that. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ some formulas ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ formulas ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೀವು ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಓಕೆ. So see a sine inverse of minus x, it is minus sine inverse x, tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x, cosec of minus inverse x is minus cosec inverse x. So whenever if sine inverse of any minus it is coming, means it is omitting the minus, means minus is outside and then normal side, because sine of negative, any negative angle we don't get value, right? So what it is omitting the value, okay, it is omitting the value and it becomes outside here, it is minus. Next is here for cos, cot and sec, here they have absorbed minus sign. Absorbed minus sign means here the value just changes, here they are adding it. Pi minus of cos inverse x, they are telling cos of minus inverse x is pi minus cos inverse x, cot inverse of minus x is minus cot inverse x, sec inverse minus x is minus sec pi minus sec inverse x, okay. Here for this three trigonometric functions, you can tell they have absorbed minus sign, and this they have omitted, okay. They have omitted means they have kept outside, they have taken along with them, they have added pi. So here the value changes, whatever here you will get the angle, its value here automatic changes, because here again you have to add pi and subtract with that, okay. Let's see in your problematic part. Just I am taking one example. So they are telling find the principal value of sine inverse of 1 by root 2. So I have said you this is your principal branch. So within this whatever you get values, so we have to check whether it lies in this or no. Now for sine means sine inverse is this range, yes, you should remember this, this is very important. So how we'll start? So it is sine inverse of root 1 by 2. So we take let y is equal to sine inverse of 1 by root 2. So as I said you, now sine inverse means your table is going reverse. Remember your table you have for 0, 30, yes, 60, 45, that you have to go. How you had to do? That table was for 30 degree what it is, you used to find the value, but now they'll give you the value and you have to find the degree. Reverse you are going. So y is equal to sine inverse of 1 by root 2, it comes for which angle? Sine inverse of 1 by root 2 is pi by 4, 45 degree, right? Pi by 4 is what? 45 degree. And pi by 4, does it belongs to our range? Yes, it belongs. It is between minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So principal value of your sine inverse of 1 by root 2 is pi by 4. So you can write, therefore the principal value is pi by 4 of sine inverse 1 by root 2. This like this you have to solve it. This is the way you have to solve. Simple it is. Just reverse, remember the values. Pi by 4 means what? 45, right? And 45 lies between minus 90 to plus 90, right? Pi by 2 means what? 90 degree, right? This is 90 degree, right? Minus 90 degree plus 90 degree, and pi by 4 is what? 45 degree. So this lies between your minus 90 to plus 90, right? Remember this if you don't understand in your radian way, degree way, but like this you have to remember, it is very important. So we will see the exercise part. Okay, one more I have taken. Question is same, find the principal value. So this also how we do. See here it is cot inverse of minus 1 by root 3. So first what we will do, let y is equal to cot inverse of, yes, cot inverse of minus 1 by root 3. So when it is like this, cot inverse of minus, formulas you have done, formula is what? Cot inverse of minus x, what you get? Pi minus cot inverse x. So this how I can write, y is equal to pi minus cot inverse of 1 by root 3, right? I should use this now. So this is pi minus cot inverse 1 by root 3 is what? Pi by 3. Yes, cot inverse of 1 by root 3 is pi by 3. So now solving this, taking LCM, you get 3, and here it is 3 pi minus pi, so you get 2 pi by 3. So y you get what? 2 pi by 3. So therefore 2 pi by 3. Now what is your cot? Cot inverse x is, it is your branch is from open interval 0 comma pi. Yes, open interval 0 comma pi. So obvious your 2 pi by 3 lies between 0 to pi. So this belongs to open interval 0 comma pi. You should remember the table carefully. So you can tell the principal value of cot inverse minus 1 by root 3 is 2 pi by 3. So in such a way you have to solve both. One method I have shown you how it will be. Okay, if you don't understand whether it is lying or no, you have to be convert this into a degree. Pi by 3 means what? 60 degree, right? 2 into 60, 120, right? And this is what? 0 to 180 degree. Leaving your 180 degree and 0 and 180 are not included. Why? Because they are open interval. So between these angles, whatever it is, it belongs to this. So 180, 120, yes, you get here 120 degree, na? This is 120 degree. So this lies between this, yes. So you should write belongs to. Okay, if you don't understand, just side you convert it. Okay, if you don't know to convert, means just remember this pi value is what? Pi is 180 degree. That you remember, then you can do everything, division and all. Pi you remember 180, and then you can substitute in place of pi 180. 2 into 180 divided by 3 you can do. 3 6 then multiply. Okay, but please remember the table, and these all are basic. I shouldn't teach you, still I am giving you. Now we'll see the exercise part. Please pause the video to note it down. So exercise 2.1, first main they are telling find the principal value of the following. So first question, it is sine inverse minus 1 by 2. So solution, you know how you have to take. First take let y is equal to sine inverse minus 1 by 2. So it is sine inverse of minus x. You know that formula, what it is, sine inverse of minus x, how it is minus x, okay. If it is sine means it has omitted side value, so this becomes minus sine inverse x, right. So here this becomes y is equal to minus sine inverse of x is what, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2. So sine inverse of minus sine inverse of 1 by 2 is, yes, sine inverse of 1 by 2 is what, where it lies? It lies in pi by 6. So this becomes minus pi by 6, and obvious minus pi by 6 lies between the range, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So therefore the principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6, okay. Minus pi by 6 means what, 30 degree, right, minus 30 degree. So it is lying between minus 92 plus 90, ठीक है. Higgs Mart Bakery, easy day please. You confuse Mart Bakery our table range domain table with the formulas perfect matri, and even the most important table is what, your sine 0 degree, 30 degree, your ratios, trigonometric ratios table is there na, with the angles. That is too important. Next question, tan inverse minus 1. So same way take let y tan inverse of minus 1, and here this lies in which formula, same, right. Tan inverse of minus x is what, minus tan inverse x. So tan inverse of minus 1 becomes minus tan inverse 1. Keep your minus and as it is, okay. Find the value of this. Tan inverse 1, tan inverse 1 lies in which degree? It is probably pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 40 degree, right. So obvious this belongs to your open interval. Tan inverse is open interval, right. Open interval minus pi by 2 and 2 pi by 2, right. Open interval it is. What is of your sine and cos range na? It's opposite, I mean like just changing the intervals. Sine and cos it is closed interval. Same for tan and cot, it is open interval, okay. So you can write, therefore, so next problem, same 7th one I have taken, and it is sec inverse 2 by root 3. So same solution, let y you write, sec inverse 2 by root 3, it lies in which angle? Sec 2 by root 3 is your 30 degree, right. 30 degree means pi by 6, yes. And yes, pi by 6 belongs to the range, that is 0 to pi, but here only they have allowed, not allowed pi by 2. So this whole range you have to write, yes. Sec inverse this only range na, 0 to pi by 2 except at 90 degree. Pi by 6 means 30 degree, right. So 30 degree is lying between them. So the principal value of sec inverse 2 by root 3 is pi by 6. So you can write the principal value of sec inverse 2 by root 3 is pi by 6. Second main it is find the values of the following. So your 11th question, you see, you have to just find the values at a time they have given. They have not said you whether it belongs to the principal branch or no, just they are telling you to find the value. So they have given tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. So this is simple only, right. First we'll write solution. So we'll write this as it is, tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. Should remember the formula is, I have said you, tan inverse 1, what is tan inverse 1 value? Yes, first we will see, we will keep this as it is because we will solve this part. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, yes, this comes which formula? Cos inverse minus x, right. Cos inverse minus x, and cos inverse minus x this absorbs, so it becomes pi minus cos inverse x, right. And sin inverse minus x, sin inverse minus x, what it becomes? Minus of sin inverse x. So we'll just write that in formula part. So this becomes pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 2, and this will be sin inverse of minus s becomes minus sin inverse x, okay. So first we'll simplify, means we'll simplify it, and then now it is easy, just substitute the values. So your tan inverse 1, it lies in your 45 degree, that is pi by 4. Here it is pi minus cos inverse of cos inverse 1 by 2. Cos inverse 1 by 2 lies in your 60 degree, so that is pi by 3. Then sin inverse 1 by 2, lies in your 30 degree, that is your pi by 6. Yes. So just simplify this part, see what all you'll get. So here this I simplified, just this I took the LCM for this part, okay, just this I took. So pi minus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3. Take the LCM. So 4, 3, 6, LCM is what, 12, okay. So multiplying c to this becomes 3 pi 6, so 2, this is 4, right, 4 to is 8 pi, and here 2, so 2 pi. So how much you get? So you get 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 minus 2 is what, 9 pi, 9 pi by 12. So this goes with 3 3s are 3 4s are, so value you get what, 3 pi by 4. This is your value. If you want here only, you can take LCM. For here it will be pi by 1 only, right? This also you can do. So this is your answer. The value of this is 3 pi by 4. Okay. Please make sure with your angles. Main is this angles. Remember, most important tables. You have to solve in such a way. So one more example. In the same way as you did above, first we'll write what they're telling, tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2 is equal to, options is there. If you see in your textbook, there are options. I have not written that options, I'll solve it, okay. Obvious, you have to solve only. So tan inverse root 3 and minus sec inverse minus 2. So first we will simplify, so this we will keep as it is, and a sec inverse minus x, how it gives, my pi minus sec inverse x, right. So this becomes pi minus, take like this, sec inverse 2. So now you can take tan inverse root 3 is, I guess this lies in 60 degree, that is pi by 3, minus pi of sec inverse 2. Sec inverse is, sec is the reciprocal of sine, and sec is the reciprocal of cos, right. So cos, this is also your 60 degree. So sec inverse of 2 is 60 degree. So now multiply your minus sign inside. So this will be pi by 3 minus pi plus pi by 6. Now take out the LCM and see what value you get. Please pause the video to note it down. Take this LCM. Shall I write here only? Here I'll see, here make corrections here. I said you 60 degree, okay, and I have written here 30 degree I had written, okay. Pi by 3 is a 60 degree, so please make correction. Pi minus pi by 3, sec inverse 2 is what, it comes under 60 degree, so it is what, pi by 3. So multiply this, you get pi by 3 minus pi plus pi by 3. So what you will get, 2 pi by 3 minus pi. So take down the LCM. LCM here will be 3, and this will be pi plus pi, 2 pi. 2 pi minus 3 pi will be yours minus pi. So your value is what, minus pi by 3. You can see whether in your option it is there. Yes, it is your B option, minus pi by 3. Okay. So this ends your inverse trigonometric functions. As I have said you, for time being they have reduced just because of pandemic some few topics, but again as I said you, officially yet we have not announced. So that topics, if by chance they tell it is there, then we will catch hold laterly. For time being, which all topics they have said reduced, I am just covering up that topics, okay. So according to this, just this was in your inverse trigonometric functions. So please note down, the table is very important. This you can gain, but the thing is, this chapter doesn't hold too much of marks in as per your exam point of view, but still this 1 marks can gain you at least 2-3 marks you can gain in this. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you, students.